Good morning. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my studio. I hope everyone is well today, and if you're not feeling well, I hope you get well soon. Welcome back, subscribers, and hello, new subscribers. And let's see, what am I doing today? I'm playing today. I'm playing with Dilution ink sprays and maybe some Distress oxide sprays. I have noticed that I'm kind of getting an idea of what these things do. I also played a little bit with these cans of powder that I have, and I came up with this ugly duckling. And then I put rose gold luster over the top of it, rubbed it in. It's supposed to make things look old. It does look old, like old burnt orange. Anyway, it's just probably because I don't know exactly how to play with all these things. I just love them. So this is one I did yesterday. I didn't have the Tim Holtz paste to make these, so I used Golden Gel Medium Light Modeling Paste. Modeling, blah, blah, blah. And I put my glitter over the top. I realized I only have a couple of glitters, embossing glitters, and the rest are Distress embossing glazes. So I'll show you the broken china. It's the one I played with, of course. So this one has been dried. I put the paste on. I dried it overnight. Oh, wait. I put the paste on. I put the glitter on, which was actually this one, embossing powder. And then I let it dry overnight and didn't touch it. And then the same way with this one. Same exact stencil. And what did I do? After it was dry, then I went over it with the heat gun, with the embossing gun. And it did fine. Now I did this one today because I wanted to see what would happen if I sprayed the background first and then went over it with hang on, I'm getting there. Where is it? Not this one. The Collage Medium. I put the Collage Medium in there like I would the paste. This paste. I'll show you how I do that. I wanted to see what Tim Holtz was talking about with his product, the paste product, and I assume that this would do the same thing. Was that when you heat gun it before the paste is dry, it bubbles up and it makes this really glossy, gluey look. Can you see that? The glossy, gluey look? Now I did emboss it with ultra thick embossing powder, and when it was still hot, I went back over it with this small embossing powder. It's a fine grain, and then I heated it again and I sprinkled this rose quartz color over it and ended up with this kind of glossy, quartzy look. But I think it would have looked better had I have let the medium dry a little bit more. Was that what I used? No, I used this. I'm sorry. I used the modeling paste. I went over it with the modeling paste and I heat gunned it, and because this was not dry, it bubbled up with the embossing powder and got this gluey look. Then I sprinkled a second coat of this over it, and then my third coat was this one, this pink. It's called rose gold, I guess. It did give it kind of a cool look, but looks kind of like glue sitting there on top, you know, that I tried to color. So I can see the importance. You can see the difference. I mean, this one got this beautiful metallic-y, glittery look. And this one, it got a high gloss glue look, really. So anyway, lesson there. And then this one here is the collage medium. And all I did was dip my, it's not this, maybe it might have been this one. I dipped one of these into it and went over my stencil with it. And then I used this embossing powder on it. Now, I still want to try and color the background, see what will happen. It shouldn't color over this gold at all. That's the same way that I did this one. Oh no, I put the paint under it. I wanted to see if this would absorb some of that paint color. It started to, but then, like I said, when I heat gunned it, everything was lost with it. Even though it's kind of got this really cool mirror look, it still has a really glue look. So this is just dipping in ink and plain. You can see I'm all inky. Now this is I tried to do my stencil, and I tried it with the Distress Embossing dabber, and I couldn't get the dabber to work at all. So I finally opened it and just scooted it on there while it was messy and it got underneath the stencil. I went ahead and went through with it and went ahead and distressed it anyway, and it actually has kind of a cool look. I can see maybe putting some things on it and putting it in like a steampunk album or something. Same way here, except for on this one and this one, I applied the color after I embossed it. So you can see that what's kind of cool about it is that the paint got into all the little places where there was no paint, no Distress Embossing glaze, and it got in there and it colored in it. So I thought that was kind of cool. And the same way here. I guess it was the same way with this one. I painted them afterwards. So, I don't know. I might have painted this one before. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, so basically what I'm doing today is I'm just playing with my inks. I wish I had more embossing powders to play with. I thought I did, but I do not. I have the Tim Holtz Distressing Glazes, and just the 3 or 4 embossing powders. But let's just have a look at things and see what we can come up with today. So I have this is a watercolor paper. Now these were all done on mixed media paper pad. I just cut them down into tag sizes. These here are watercolor papers, and we'll just see, you know, of course it will absorb the water differently and will look different. And we're just going to basically color these. So I'm going to send you out a little bit. No, that's forward. And right over here, I'm going to put colors. So I'll try to have them in your way so you can see them. So let's just start with this one and add some color to it. Now, I've already played with cherry pie. I'd like to play with pink flamingo and bubblegum pink. So I'm going to shake these up. I'm going to add some other colors to it. Now this is just an ink. It's not a... So I'm just going to spray some over here. And if I get it on my mat back there, well, you know, it pretty well washes up with... Oh, these look very, very similar. This is pink flamingo down here, and this is bubblegum pink up here. And they look very, very similar to me. We'll see how similar they look. Now this is pomegranate seed. These are the Dilution inks. Ooh, pretty. Kind of a browny red. What else should we throw in there? A vibrant turquoise, maybe? Now, it's going to mix with this red. I probably should just open these and drop some stuff on there. And I want to go with this Pure Sunshine. I love this one. I don't want too much. Ooh, pretty. Look at that spread. Yummy. And this one is a shimmer spray. Vanilla custard. And it is absolutely beautiful. Now, you're really not supposed to shake them up like this, I don't believe. Tim Holtz was saying on his Saturday program that when you shake them up and down like this, that the paint can actually come out of them. And that you should put a paper towel over the top. And, well, you know. Anyway, it's got a beautiful, beautiful shimmer to it. So what we're going to do is just dip our card into this and see what happens. Oh, so far so good. Now, being a watercolor paper, I'm not sure what it will do. Oh, I got some turquoise in that, and it's a beautiful shimmery green now. So I have a feeling if I let it sit for just a little bit, it will start reacting with the paper and spreading. Well, not a whole lot. Oh, look at that purple, blue, pink. So let's... Oh, I got brown. That's bad. I want to give it a little shimmer spray here. And I'm going to kind of hold it up a little bit. Now, the paper is absorbing it a lot quicker than what the... Sorry, I'm watching. The paint is, the paper is absorbing much quicker and is not spreading, which is, you know, what Tim Holtz indicated that it would do. So okay, that red is really getting browny. I don't want that. I don't mind an ancient kind of look, you know. Let me get a paintbrush here. Hopefully I've got that other paint out of it. Yeah, I definitely like using the other paper much better. Let's see if we can get a shimmer over it. No matter what color it is. I don't know if you can see that shimmer on there, but there is a real pretty shimmer on it. I don't know what the shimmer will do with the watercolor paper. But it definitely gets into the other paint and makes it shimmer. So let's just let that one dry and we'll find out what happens to it. So that makes a big mess, obviously. So we need to do something with that. Here is a beautiful piece of watercolor paper. I'm just going to dip that down in there. I don't know what it will do. This is why we're playing today. But I might get some possibilities out of it for a background. Or I might not. I tend to make these kinds of colors. You can see it's turning burnt orange. I think what it needs is some dirty martini. Now I don't mind that. That's kind of woodsy. I like woodsy. Woodsy's good. And I think we'll throw a little shimmer in there. And maybe, let's see what happens. Oh, I love how it gets into that shimmer and shimmers. So what happens if we spray it? I'll bet we get spots. Oh yeah, look at the spots, but look at the shimmer in it. Wow. So that actually, if I take movies of it, no, if I take a picture of the, if I scan this in, then it's my own print, you know. So basically I made my own print. That's kind of cool. So I kind of like doing this on a larger piece of paper on a larger scale, because you can do more with it at one time. So let me just put this where it can dry. Am I on there? Yeah, I'm on there. Okay. I'm going to put it over in my rain-drenched window. But every once in a while the sun peeks out. Oh, I should have put that over there too. Well, we'll put it, no, I better put it over there. It's got ink. I don't want ink on everything else. I have to be strict with myself. So let me grab, oh, there's my mixed media pad. This is another used paper that I've been running through my machine over there. And I'm just going to cut this off at 5, and then we'll use that. Whatever it is, we'll use it. And I want to go ahead and see what else I can mop up over here. Ooh, ugly. Ugly, isn't it? But let's add some water. Lots of water. She added lots of water. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that is bad. So, obviously I'm making mud now. So let's scoop up our mud and make mud pies. And if you wonder what I'm cleaning my mat with, I have water down, but I also have Windex window cleaner that I am occasionally spraying and cleaning up with. So, this one, what shall we spray it with? Let's take a look at this bubble gum. And let's take a look at, what's this one? Oh, that's the cherry pie. That one's pretty. I'll show you. But this one is pink flamingo. Oh, it's more red. Yeah. So the cherry pie is more red too. So where's that pink bubble gum? It's running along with the same lines. It just follows the same line. I don't want to do that. We'll do this. What I like about using a paper towel is that it leaves behind a texture, which I think looks really cool. I like the pink and the blue together to get that kind of purple. I think that looks really pretty. Don't want to rub it because I don't want the paper to start making little peels on it. So basically, it's just making color, really. It's okay. I don't like that streak through it. I wonder if I can break it up with a little water. No, it looks like it has absorbed in to the paper. So let's let that one dry. And let's see. Let's get a mixed media paper. I have a big mixed media pad here. And you will cut this off at my desk is a mess. Oh yes, oh yes. There's 8.5. I know I can stick that on my scanner. And then it is just 11 long, 8.5 by 11. So, now this is the mixed media paper. This is the watercolor paper. You can see it's still picking up the glitter that is left over from when I glittered earlier. Okay. Sorry about that. You know how glass is. Still picking up paint. The one thing I do want to do is to show you about coloring the backgrounds of these. And we'll try it with this one to see if this is sealed or if we need to here's fresh lime. Let's have a peek. Oh, I like it. That's pretty. So what other color would go with fresh lime? Maybe tangerine? Limes and tangerines. Oh, that one's kind of red too. So you can see that the ink is beading up on top of the places that I embossed with the ink. I think what I need to do maybe is get out my brown. Here's vanilla. Let's see what vanilla looks like. Oh, it looks yellow. Looks like yellow. Okay, so you can see it is beading up. So what I want to do then is take my towel, and I could dry this with, look at my pretty painted fingernails. I could dry this with my heat gun, but really there's no need to. Just setting it down on there and then letting it air dry. So this is what it looks like. Once it gets colored, it just stays, it just speeds up on that other stuff, on this embossing. And then it colors underneath, colors the background. I think that's really pretty. Now here's another one in pink. I might get a pretty color towel out of this one. I saved my towels that are not sprayed with not sprayed with something. That's purple, funky fuchsia. Should we see what it is? Ooh. I like that color. Can you tell? I'm spraying the whole card. Look at that. Now this is on the watercolor paper again. So it should start absorbing pretty fast. Yeah, you can see that it did right there before it moved the color at all. But isn't that beautiful? That is like a boho right there. Very pretty. Okay, I'm going to get the rest of it off of the top. We'll see if any of this color transfers. Oh, I think that's beautiful. That is really a boho tag there. And I've been wanting to make a boho journal, so that would go perfect, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's go ahead and mop up with the back. Nice. And then our writing tag can be written on. And there we go. Beautiful. Make a pretty tag. Okay. Okay, I'm going to set this one over here in the window with the rest of them. And then we have one more tag to color. Maybe we should do the shimmer, that sunshine shimmery one. Now if I save this towel after it dries, it might emboss up pretty good. So I'm going to put that over there to dry and get a new towel. And we want to do this one. I love that vanilla color. It's not the shimmer, but it is vanilla. And I do like it. So we're going to go with that. We'll make maybe another boho tag. Where is that shimmer? Okay. Moving on to the shimmer. Uh-oh. I think it dried. It dried its nozzle. So we'll do a little vanilla and a little shimmer. And we'll end up with another beautiful boho tag. Oh boy. That is beautiful. Needs just a slight touch of cherry pie. That's pink flamingo, bubblegum, cherry pie. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. You can see that the ink is beaded up on top, so let's remove it and see what happens. Ooh, pretty. It's got a shimmer in it. Hope I can show you the shimmer. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see that shimmer in the yellow. No, it's just picking up the... But the yellow does have a shimmery effect in it. Up in here and stuff. You can just see kind of a pearl color behind on the background, which is really cool. Okay, I'm going to color the back of this tag as well. Ooh, look at that. Pretty. And it's turning quite orange and quite reddish orange. I don't mind getting inky. No. It comes off. Oh, you can see some of it absorbed through. That looks cool. I like that look. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to dry it off here a little bit. There we go. See my fingerprints? There we go. Oh, I think that's pretty. And let's see, what else do we have over here? Now, I do have some embossed pieces. I kind of wanted to spray the background and then try putting over it this rose gold stuff. Now I cut this one, it's just kind of maybe like a journal card size. Whoops, there goes my caps. I'll get those later. I was thinking about spraying it first. I wonder if I have a shimmer in a pink. I do have it in a mica mist. It's a very light, oh, here's this one. A mica mist in that color. Those are squeezed orange. Maybe the only shimmery one I have is... Anyway, we're going to try this. I don't know if these will... These are, these plug up very easy. I've had to take the tube out and clean out the tubes. So when all else fails, we just go wink. Yeah, that one doesn't want to work either. So they're a very light color and they get a shimmer in the background. So I just needed a play date today that was different than everything else I've been doing lately. Just kind of felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again. So this is grabbing the color from my fingers. I kind of like that. Ooh, I just thought of something. What happens? I should have brought my brayer over. Look at that. Makes a very nice impression. Cool. Okay, I wish this sprayed. It's probably got the mica stuck up in it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to spray some pink flamingo on it and some, not cherry pie. Where's that other pink one? I don't know where it went. I had it here. All right, you two, you're out of here. We're looking for bubble gum. Bubblegum pink. That's way more pink than I wanted. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll see if the ridges have more of the pearl on top. And then this one, we need to do something with it. Let's try the pink fuchsia. And it's bubble gum. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to bring it over here and pat it down. And that, I think, would make a pretty background. Let's go back in there with more of a pink. I think that would make a very pretty background on something. Okay, let's clean this up. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. That one's done. Done. So I'm just cleaning out the nozzle and then finding a cap that sort of fits. It doesn't really matter what they get capped with as long as they get a cap. So I'm taking the mica out here that is stuck on the nozzle. That one has a cap. Okay. That's a distress oxide. Oh boy, that's a really messy one. Okay. There we go. Oh, one more. And then I gotta find all the caps I dropped on the floor. These caps are different sizes, so it's kind of hard to negotiate which one goes where. But I honestly don't worry about it, except for these are different. They take a little fatter cap. There, that one. That one. Don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put this one over to dry. I do have some pretty towels that are, look, at least I have shimmer. I'm going to put that in there. So anyway, mixed media, I think absorbs, it absorbs a little bit slower and allows the paint to kind of mix a little bit better. This is not very pretty. I hate that mountain in it. Okay, so I have like 11 minutes left on my timer. So we probably won't get time to do that raised effect. But we can play with it on this one. Oops, sorry. That made a loud noise, didn't it? I'm not sure what's going to happen with my fingers and this. I bought this on Amazon. So you must have to have a super light touch if you don't want it to hit that background. And I don't have a super light touch. But I do like the way it looks. And I can see that coloring on the background really is not that big of a deal. Unless you make a streaky line, then it really shows. So I can see that perhaps putting some color in that background would be really good. I don't know what color I'd put back there, but I haven't been able to get the gold paste, the gold gilding wax. So there's that. That's rose gold, and it does look pretty, but the background is not right for it for sure. I don't know what we could put in there. Seems to dry fairly quickly. What would happen if I distressed it? Will the wax resist? Or will it pick it up? Will it erase? It moves the wax, but it also makes it kind of glossy looking. Oh no, she's stuck on pink. So that's that one. Let me see what other one I have. I have iced espresso. That doesn't sound so hot. Oh, looks awful. It looks awful. Yeah, it does look awful. I don't like it. So, that definitely has to go on something old and ancient. There, that's better. So I don't have much luck at that kind of thing. I guess it's just that I've never really played with this stuff before. This embossing and the paste waxes. Kinda not very pretty, is it? I mean, it has a nice shine to it, but something more has got to happen to it. So it's got to get decorated up with something, but I don't know what. Okay, so I said I would show you this other. Make sure that's dry. Let's grab a Tim Holtz. Or there's the B one. No, I don't want to do that one. Let's do this, shall we? Oh, I don't have the right colors for embossing. That's the problem. I like the embossing a lot. I like gutters and stuff like that. So I have another card here. No, that's not going to look right with that. So let's do the B, I guess. There's no B on there. We'll try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It won't work. That's what. Okay, so we're going to place that on there. Kind of give it a top a little bit. Okay. All right. This, and there goes my wax down on the floor. Oh my goodness. There. Okay. Tim Holtz uses a short one like this. He calls it the sports car brand of. So we'll use the sports car. Taking the sports car, honey. I'm just trying to be careful of the little tiny bits. Don't need to dig at it or anything. It's just a fine covering of paste. And it doesn't need to be heaping. It just needs to be level. Now sometimes on those hives, you have to go back the other way because it grabs on one side. You can see that the ink is coming off of my stencil and into my mixed media stuff. Okay. Put there. Okay, it looks like we got it. So let's hold down one side and pick up the other side. Oh, I like the way it's absorbing the inks from this. That is way cool. So that's that one. Now, I don't have water in here, so what I'm doing is putting these on a paper towel. Put that over there. And I'm spraying them so that it doesn't dry. Put that over it. All right. Now, let's try the music one. So what is going to happen with this is that this is going, oh, I forgot to sprinkle the stuff on it. We were going to sprinkle gold on it. Oh, forgot. I'm supposed to do that rather fast. I hope I'm not too late, because what happens is this forms a skin over the top, and if you don't have this on there right away, it won't stick. I got so thrilled with it absorbing the colors of the background, or the stuff off the stencil. Oh, our time is up. So we won't have time to do another one. But if you touch it, it will come off, just like it did up there. Okay, so what will happen with this is we'll let it dry. It will probably be dry in about 20 minutes, but we won't still be on here. So when I start my next project, we'll start with this and heat it up so that we seal it, because right now it's all wet. And then we will maybe spray or watercolor maybe in the background, and we'll see what happens to it. Okay, so when we come back, we'll do that. This is what it looks like right now. It's pretty. The honeycomb looks pretty. But it'd be pretty with some little colors in here. Some greens and some maybe pinks and whatever color. Those look like they could be poppies. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me and playing with paint and glitter and ink. And icky wacky stuff, wrong colors. I love playing with the ink. Now I'm going to go soak my hands with some warm water and some Dawn dishwashing liquid, and a lot of it will come out, but probably not off the fingernails. So, okay, bye. Thanks for joining me.